All right, we've got a few things to do today. I have a window at the front of the boat that needs to be attached to the boat, so I'll get onto that. I need to pump some water out, which I'll do now, and I need to uncover it, but the boat's been covered and moved to the backyard, as you can see. Now, you would have seen that in my last video. I moved the boat to the backyard. Let's take this cover off. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but so I've actually cleaned out this boat. We have had so much rain. This was empty and it's all full of water again. That's a pain in the butt. And I've also pumped this out and that's full of water as well. So I've got to pump that out again. It's just all the rain we've had. It just won't stop. So it's cleaner, much better. As you can see, the carpet now is no moss on it anymore, has been cleaned. I do need to do a bit more vacuuming work, but it will come up really nice very soon. But today, what we're working on is this bit. Created this bit of perspex to replace the window that was broken. And what I need to do is actually take this off. I need to get some more of this aluminium. So I need to get to the hardware store, and that's the first thing I'll do now is undo that, remove it, and see if I can get a piece of that so I can conjure up a new one. That's all it is. It's just a bit of square aluminium with screw holes on each end. I'm sure I'll be able to find something like this in a hardware store. And we've got some press studs I need to replace as well, so I'll probably get a pack of these as well so I can fix them up. I do need to add them on the new one as well for the boat cover. All right, on this new replacement, I'm going to have to do a bit of I don't know, glue work, I suppose, put a bit of silicone or something in it to hold the new one down. There's a missing piece of aluminium from the frame. And there on the other side is a piece like this. It hasn't got it, it's broken off because the window did get broken, and I'd say that got broken at the same time. But I can just glue it in, it should stay. It's not meant to rain today, so I should be able to pump some of that water out and give this a good clean out. The boat cover isn't protecting it from the water, which is fine, it's a boat, it can handle it. But I really would like it not to get so wet inside. It is better, it is a lot cleaner, that's for sure, and easier to work with. I still need a bit of work to do on it. I do need to remove some brackets for the fire extinguishers. I need to remove this old seat that we've got here, just to make room while I'm working on it, and tidy up some wiring and clean all this up. I do need to do a lot more work yet. It will get done. I have to pull out some radios, some units, just so I can actually clean properly. And start working on some of the wood grain and the wood vinyls. That will come up very shortly in the next few videos. I'm going to work on this strip now for the window and go from there. As you guys might not realise this, I have actually moved the boat into the backyard now so I can actually work on it more privately. So that makes it a bit more convenient. Okay, I've got a 20 by 12 mil rod. But this one's 12 by 12 mil, exactly the same thickness and width, but not wide enough for this way. That's all I've got at the moment. The one next to it, oh, they've mixed them up. So I was hoping to find something exactly the same as this, 20 mil, but I can't. I'll have to keep hunting. So I've got this 20 mil, it's a right angle, but I should be able to put them together and make a product like this. So I'll put them together, screw them together, maybe glue them together, and that should give me enough to actually give me a strip. It's going to look a bit different, but it's going to work. Good stuff. Okay, I'm in my kitchen at the moment. I'm going to do some work with these metal strips that I got from the hardware store. This is what I want to make. Now, the idea is it's nice and square on this end, and this end isn't. I'm going to have to make an opposite angle on this so it fits on the left-hand side of the boat window. So when it sits on the boat window, it'll sit like that. But I'm going to have to make an opposite. So what I do is I have these two strips. These two strips are just right angle strips. I couldn't find material just like that one. So I'm going to glue these two strips together with jointing glue, proper jointing glue, and get my proper angles straight up. But before I do it, I'm going to cut them both to length. So I have to mark them. I have to make sure that the angle I cut is opposite to the angle I already have. So I can put that there on the other end over there is the squared end. So I'll bring that to a squared position. Now I did measure this up, the old one, up against the left-hand side to make sure it is the right size. Perfect, it is perfectly the same size, so that's a good thing. It's got one long spot and one short spot. I'm gonna mark the longer spot first with a pencil, which is just rough, just there. And I'm gonna cut that a little bit oversized so I can file it back. I have a hacksaw and I'm gonna go do it now. I'll be back. This bit all done, nice and cut. I'll have to cut the other little piece, the shorter length, which I'll do now. Square it off. And there's the mark for the shorter length. Now I'll go hack that off. We'll see how it goes. Now I have cut this oversize just a little bit, just to make sure that I don't stuff it up, which I probably already have. Usually I stuff things up very easily, very quickly. Nope, I don't think I have. It's actually right. So all I need to do, if you have a look, one end, this one, is longer than this end, and all I need to do is give it a quick file that way to make it nice and angled like the other one. Right, that's done. I'm going to now glue these two together and set them, leave them set for at least, I don't know, maybe a day to get it nice and solid. And I've got this panel Sikaflex that will join it and hold it, and it should be strong enough for the whole job. Now what I do need to do is make sure that the longer part is actually on the outside so we don't see the Sikaflex when we look at the front of the boat. Look, this is temporary. If this doesn't work out, I can always go online and buy a proper strip like this, a bit more solid, but I'm not holding solid glass in with the other one. I'm just holding perspex in. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. This is an experiment. I'm going to try and do it and see how good it looks. So what I've got is just 227 tube of premium Sikaflex for jointing. So I'm going to throw in a bead along this. Just run a nice even line across there, just like that. No, not just like that, just like that. I'll just stick to it. Yeah. All right, that covers mostly all of it. It's a messy job. I lost a nozzle off this now, so I'm just working away from it. Just put that back on so it doesn't solidify in there. Okay, this does take quite some time to set, so it's not a big deal. It's a longer area, so that will go on top. This cloth is meant to be sacrificed. So I might put a little bit of weight in here just to keep it under pressure while the jointing paste sets. And then I should have at least my piece is a little bit bigger, but I reckon it's going to work a treat. All right, I'll now let that set. Might take a day or so. It does say high quality multi-purpose non-sag 1-C polyurethane sealant, which cures on exposure to atmospheric humidity to form a durable elastomer universal sealant, excellent for crash bodies repairs, which is used to create a continuous bonding seal on interior and exterior automotive body joints. It'll do the job. Strength, Sikaflex, and paint. Refer, doesn't say anything about curing times, prevention, response, storage, spill. I guess curing depends on the atmosphere at the time. It says fast curing, and it becomes a paintable surface later, which I'm not going to do. Now, once it's finished setting, may take probably a day, I'm going to drill all the holes out for all the press studs and place them in order. And then we'll proceed to put it back on. We'll see you when I'm ready to do it. So I marked these studs position using the sample. Then I took it to the boat just to check and see what it is. And it turns out they're offset. They're not actually in the same spot. So I'm remarking it so I can actually drill the holes, 40 new studs, so I can attach the canopy in and hold the window in. So wish me luck. I'm gonna start drilling. All right, they're all done. Now, I'm hoping that the screws that are inside don't protrude too far, that the window doesn't sit in the slot as well. We'll give it a go, huh? Let's do it. Alrighty, I'll put this one on first. Right about in there. Just like that. Let's see if this one fits. Oh, gloves in the way. Look at that. Kind of does. It's enough. It'll get the job done. How about that? I'll pop the screw in. Not perfect, but it'll keep it nice. Here we go. All right, so I drilled this out 3 mil. I need to change that to a 4 mil hole because the screw doesn't fit. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back. Let's try that again. I actually drilled a hole a bigger size. That's just to keep that's a temporary fix. That's to keep the water out of the boat. I do need to yet seal it and try and make something to hold it down on the left-hand side of the boat, which is the port side. So I will now stick it all together and see where it clips in. I'll start from the middle. Click them. Oh, it does. They click on there. Then it clicks. You just want to make it so they line up. They line up pretty good. So far, so good anyway. We'll go on to a little bit out, but it should settle in. Okay, I have noticed here, that's in the wrong spot. It's got to go here. I shall fix that right now. Now again, it's a blowy day. It's a crappy day again. It's been like that for the last, 2-3 months now. Okay, now put that stud in what I perceive as the right place, even though it seems to be in the wrong spot. Not the best. Okay, we'll do that. We'll have to fix it another day. That is now clipped on. Okay, so that's kind of better. If you don't know, this here is Perspex. This is glass. Perspex. I had a chance of getting a bit of Perspex to fix this window. There is a rubber seal sitting in the boat here somewhere that will go along here, and then I'll seal this with a bit of window sealant or something like that when I eventually get to that point. But right now we've got some rain coming again. I wanted to get this all covered up properly and get it sealed a little bit better than it was. So now hopefully we won't get a lot of rain inside the boat. Cool, that's another job out the way. The next job will be either the brakes or the winch. And that's coming up very soon. Cheers guys, thanks for following the channel. I do have some walkabout videos coming up, and I'm hoping that this boat will be on the right water before Christmas. It is December at the moment. Just working on it. Thank you for subscribing guys. Thank you for considering being a member to help me out financially with this boat. And thank you for watching this channel. Cheers guys, we'll see you in the next video. Have a great one.